Welcome to another Genshin Impact side quest extravaganza episode. Are we calling it that now? I don't think we will be calling it that now, but it's what we are gonna do. I'm here in Hisi Island, and while we have been doing main story quests around here and other things, we have been seeing multiple blue exclamation marks. We did one of them already in the cave of the crab, but today I want to do some more of these. So let's start with the one right below me and see what happens next. Haven't really explored all of Hisi Island yet, so I'm assuming those parts might be covered today. May the moonlight shine upon your path ahead. Are you two here to pray to Lady Kuta as well? Well, no, I was mostly just standing in her hand. Freya, you mean in front of this statue? Ah, it really is huge. Beautiful, isn't it? This idol of the new moon was reportedly carved by a moon chanter from 500 years ago, depicting Lady Kuta's original form. Was she that big originally? As for Lady Kuta's birth and the miracles she performed in this sublunary sphere, I am but a humble acolyte, so I shall refrain from going into too many details with you both. In any case, this is the final destination of the pilgrimage route, where wishes are offered to Lady Kuta. Even if you didn't come here to pray, I hope you shall feel her blessing. Oh, Paimon understands now. Wait, this is the end? Then what's that superimposing pillar up ahead? Aha! That's not actually a pillar. Beneath it is the court of the first edict, an ancient sanctuary that was sealed off 500 years ago by the Moonchanter decree. In a sense, you could say it is forbidden ground for us Frostmoon Scions, and because of the Moonchanter seal, no one can enter anymore. So it's better not to get too close. Is it alright that beating up that crab shot something up there? Some evil crystal or the like? As for that huge edifice up there, it actually fell from the sky. By Lady Kuta's grace, none of the falling debris hurt anyone. Debris? Yes, when it came down, several fragments fell from it. One of them fell into the camp below. You two must have seen it on your way here, right? As for the other, slightly larger fragments, I remember that they mostly fell to the west. In any case, it was surely Lady Kuta's guidance that brought you both here. Even if you did not come to pray, may the moonlight bless your path ahead. Oh, okay. So you're not actually a quest, but now you have a different kind of explanation mark. Will Lady Kuta like these statues? Maybe the moonlight. May the moonlight shine upon your path ahead. Are you here to pray to Lady Kuta too? About the fragments you mentioned before. Why are you interested in those? Did I possibly find one and that's what we sent back up there? Let me think. One of them should have fallen on Thunderclap Reef to the west. I don't recommend you go there. It's a very dangerous place. Oh, we will go there. About this statue. Aha, beautiful, isn't it? This idol of the new moon was putting... Oh, you're just repeating yourself. About the smaller statues. Winters in Nod-Krai are cold and long, and there's often little to do. During this time, people will take what materials they have and carve statues of Lady Kuta or of the relics and legends that surround her. Over time, this practice has become a tradition. Each statue is a symbol of its carver's desire. Some wish for peace, others fertility. And some people just think they look good. Fair. The West, you said. I think I saw one exclamation mark while we teleported here, so somewhere around here. That would be west of you, or maybe you mean all the way over there. But either way, we are starting here.
Death and the world around us all follow a set of laws.
Like over here?
But if you never test the limits, how can anyone know where the
Over
boundaries
here
of these
is
laws are?
a quest. Just someone standing in the middle of the ocean. May you be fine, Pekani. 25. 26. What are you counting? Please be crabs. Shh, keep it down. Ah, forget it. Not like I was gonna catch anything anyway. Come on, kid, isn't it obvious? I'm timing my cast. What did you think I was waving this rod around to cast spells or something? Well, you are a member of the Frost Moon Scions, so maybe it's not that far off base. Maybe you're catching a bestest travel companion, who knows? Huh. Hey, don't make it sound like anyone can fish up their bestest travel companion with a casual cast. Wait, that's not even the point here. Anyway, this is the first time Paimon's seen someone time their fishing down to the second. Well, what matters in your fishing technique? Not how long you stand on the shore. Old Ilmari never got that. No wonder he never caught anything. So I take it you two must be treasure hunters. We might be fishers. No, we are adventurers, but we do take on work. Do you need something? Pretty much. As long as you're up for getting paid to do a job, who you are is all the same to me. I've got something you could help with if you've got time. You see, I'm the best angler on He Island by a long shot. No one, not even successive generations of moonchanters, could surpass me in fishing. Really? That's amazing. Wait, that doesn't mean anything. Fishing isn't even part of a moonchanter's job. Still, even with all this skill, I haven't caught a single fish lately. Makes no sense, right? Maybe that bird circling around us stole them all. So obviously the problem isn't with me, but with the environment. Just as it is with the cursed eye of Krati, there must be something underwater affecting the fish. Seems like quite a leap in logic. Anyway, I was hoping you two could check the nearby waters, see what's scaring the fish off. Don't worry, you will be properly compensated for your efforts. Well, since there's a reward involved, we'll take a look around, but no promises we'll actually find anything weird, okay? This is Gift of the Mirage. Which is also part of Polkka Beneath the Moon's Oracle. Same as Crab. Well, I am seeing some things. Like I'm seeing this and I'm seeing this. Oh, this is a place you can magnetize. So things might be connected. Good start. Sure. I did that. Stole something from inside the mirror, as usual. I'm fishing. Watch me fish. Place the fragments on the stone. What stone? This stone? I mean, this is a big stone. I remembered that you can give me moon ability. That should do it. Okay, so more of that. Possibly more and more of that. There's another thing up there. But first we need a rock to even put there.
Hurry up, Brassa!
Okay, can't talk to you no more. Oh, there is something under there. Is that one? That might be one.
Running late again.
Placed my rocks on my rocks. Are we just fixing this? I feel like we may be fixing this. So bright.
Hurry up, Brassa!
Hey, did you see that? I don't even know what happened. One moment I was looking away and the next thing I knew, that big rock just flew off. Oh my, I have no idea what any of that means. But if you can pull off something that amazing, you must have the Moon Maiden's favor. Oh, the Moon Goddess protects. She protects indeed. Now I can fish here to my heart's content, so long as that annoying bard doesn't bring his pet over, or, goddess forbid, start singing. As promised, here's your payment. Although I haven't caught any fish lately, I have reeled in all kinds of other stuff, some of which should be worth quite a bit. Not that Mora is much use around Hisi Island anyway, so it's all yours. Thanks for your help. Now it's time to fish in peace. Well, that was short and easy.
Running late again.
Let's go over to that West Island and see if there's more quest in the west. I see a lone hilly child dancing. Can't have any of that. Okay, this is a high Kuvaki area. Please, Valreza. Thanks, Valreza. Thunderclap Reef for a green island. Investigate Thunderclap Reef.
Rise with the sun!
The doctor will see you now.
Light of the blazing sun!
I will investigate this treasure chest.
Hey, not a bad haul.
Anyways, what's that? Are those the fragments we need? I wouldn't be surprised. Huh. What's that over there? A little robot. We've seen lots of those by now. Also, there's an oculi and a chest, and much more important than the ominous magnetized bits. Not just a robot, a human. Possibly. Ha! Kraka free, you are back already. That's sweet, you didn't collect the fragment, so why are you here so soon? Hello? Ah, I'm sorry. Please let me explain. There's a really good reason I'm dressed like this. It's not heresy or anything, I swear. Well, Paimon hasn't even said anything yet. Huh. Oh, you are just an adventurer from the outside. By the moon goddess's silken locks. I thought you were... Wait a sec. Why are you dressed like that? And acting like it's totally normal to boot? Well, it's my favorite outfit. Should I be wearing that green uniform from the Adventurers Guild instead? Wait, you must be... You're the one the Moon Maiden holds dear. Talented beyond belief and totally unfazed, even with all this Kuvaki turbulence. You know the Moon Maiden? Ah, about that. Well, Paimon thinks we can just skip over the details, but seriously, why are you dressed like that? What are you doing here? And what even is Kuvaki turbulence? Ah, pardon my rudeness. I am she who serveth the frost moon, born of the tides and bearer of the high priestess's mantle beneath the moon's silver gaze. In this sublunary sphere, I am known as Wenatska. But you two can just call me Werner. I'm currently on a very secret mission to restore balance to the Kuvaki here. So, if I may, how should I address you both? In this sublunary sphere, I am known as Li Huan, and this little one's Paimon. Hey, are we some kind of comedy duo now? And wait, you mentioned you're on a secret mission. It's not very secret if you just tell us immediately, is it? And calling yourself a high priestess while dressed like that, you ain't fooling anyone, miss. Well, you can't judge a book by the cover it wears, yes? We too have had scammers parading around Nashatown in Frostmoon robes they clearly found somewhere. Oh, I know. A demonstration of our ancestors' blessings should convince you of my identity. Bear witness. Hiya! Whoa. That Kuvaki power is intense. Paimon, run! I'll cover you. Wait. Seriously? Li Huan, are you okay? Hey, don't mess around, would ya? Nothing happened. Oops, I forgot this outfit wards off Kuvaki. Hang on, I'll take it off and try again. Oh, but with the turbulence afoot, I might get a little nosebleed without my suit. Well, since it won't take long, I guess I'll be fine. Okay, first I'll undo this strap here. Wait, no need to go that far. We believe you, just keep the suit on. Great! Now that means you two would be willing to help me with my mission. Li Huan, did Paimon pass out for a minute or 10? Why is she suddenly asking us about some promise we've never heard before? She has gotta be a fake, Paimon's sure of it. I told you, I'm not faking. Forget it. Let's put my identity aside for now. Like they say, small slips sink big ships. If we leave the Kuvaki turbulence alone, we'll have a catastrophe on our hands before long. Then you should get more people to help. Unfortunately, I can't. The others don't have my level of resistance. If I call in backup, they'll be dealing with much, much worse than a simple nosebleed. That's why having helpers like you two show up is a rare stroke of luck. Alright, fine. We're adventurers and we don't say no to folks in need, even if you seem a bit unreliable. But even Paimon can tell something's definitely off here. Maybe we can help. Excuse me, I'll have you know, I'm the most reliable priestess there is, and you two seem even more reliable. So I'll share this super duper reliable, foolproof plan with you. Let's cut to the chase. Those two rotating boulders are the cause of this Kuvaki turbulence. Ever since the time of the first moon chanter, Lady Isla, the Kuvaki in Thunderclap Reef has always been unstable, but things have gotten worse since those two large rocks fell from the sky. Yeah, those are definitely pieces of the sky pillar. As the scripture says, O Moon Maiden, even the immutable laws set by the dread sovereign of the firmament shall bend to your song, and even the tides of time and heaven's signs will. What was the next line again? Oh well, I'm sure you get the idea. Everyone gets the idea that you are super unreliable. Oh, come on. Forgetting one little verse in a prayer doesn't make me a bad priestess. Besides, we are not counting on prayers to fix this. We are using science. Based on my calculations, those two stones are filled with powerful Kuvaki energies, which is why the balance here is particularly messed up. The solution's simple. We are going to fight fire with fire. If we use other Kuvaki charged fragments and hit those boulders at precise angles, we'll be able to counteract the disruption and calm the turbulent Kuvaki down. That's not what I'd call foolproof. Aha, I get it. When I first looked over the results of my calculations, I thought, wait, can this even be? But numbers don't lie, you'll see. No matter how serious you sound, it doesn't change how crazy the plan is. Well, we won't know unless we try, but there's a problem. Cracker 5 and Cracker 7, who went looking for stone fragments, still haven't come back. 5 and 7? Now that you say that, Paimon does remember you mentioning a Cracker 3, was it? That's right, Cracker 5 and Cracker 7 are its successor models. These little fellows are amazing helpers. If only the original Cracker 1 was still around, well, that's a long story for another time. I wish I could go find them myself, but my nose started bleeding like crazy after I took a few steps in. And that's where we need to step in, right? Oh my, Paimon, you are just as warm and kind as you look. Thank you so much for volunteering to help me. I'm not doing this just for you, but this is for everyone's sake. Wait, why'd Paimon say something like that? In any case, everything will be okay as long as we help find Cracker 5 and 7. And those stone fragments, right? Yes, and once you've collected the stone fragments, just toss them up onto those two large stones. That's the beauty of a proper scientific solution. It works no matter who tries it. Alright, my ever-reliable Li Huan and Paimon, I'll be counting on you. So we are throwing more rocks at rocks, is what I'm learning. Found it. Wait, is this cracker 3 or 5? We sure do need more fragments. It's gonna be 3 again. Looks like the way is blocked by that rock over there. Are you cracker as well, or are you unrelated? Stairs. We make those. There's another wall that looks just like the one blocking us here. Now what? Combine! I see.
Something to add to my collection.
Can you move back? I guess. I guess not. What should we do? Doesn't look like we can leave through here. Wait, Paimon sees some light over there. Maybe there's another way around. Maybe the other rock that looks like the one I just saw. Or maybe not. Maybe we're going this way instead. We finally made it out. Paimon didn't expect that collapse. That was so scary. Good thing we managed to find another exit. But with all that noise just now, Werner must have heard it too, right? Paimon had better hurry back and bring her here before she tries to dig into the cave. She might get herself trapped. What? Paimon taking advantage of her ability to fly? That never happens. Huh? It collapsed. Oh no, how did this happen? Li Huan and Paimon, are you both alright? Surely you did collapse it. You mean you didn't hear that huge noise just now? It's a little late to say are you alright, isn't it? We're standing here, aren't we? Aha, sorry. I was busy calibrating Cracker 3, so I wasn't paying attention. Indeed, you have proven exceptionally trustworthy, Li Huan, more so than even myself as a priestess. Had I encountered such circumstances, I fear I would have been at a complete loss. Alright, let's see what you've been up to, little crackers. Well, aren't you a right troublemaker? You found the pieces, but didn't come back on time, so Li Huan and Paimon had to turn this place upside down just looking for you. Well, they found the pieces, but got stuck on their way back. Don't you think you might have messed the settings up somewhere, Werner? Certainly not. I'm a direct apprentice of the famous Papa Wrench, and the finest mechanic on Hisi Island. There's no way I'd mess up a simple recall function. Nope, definitely not. Papa Wrench again. Everything's connected. Don't think Paimon didn't hear you hesitate. And let's face it, bad recall function or not, they didn't return, and that's a fact. Oh, but they have returned. You two reliable souls did bring them back, didn't you? Now all we have to do is toss this fragment up like you did previously, and everything should go off without a hitch. You are seriously sidestepping the issue here. As the sacred prayer goes, O great father of Genesis, forger of the triple moons, Takoja Inai Kuinen, let your wrath right that askew throne, that the fair one may become thy... what comes next? Forget the chant. Scientifically speaking, no matter the problem, a few good whacks will do the trick. Percussive maintenance, go. Right, are we sure this won't go horribly wrong? Yeah, you can't phrase this in a way that doesn't sound risky. Rest assured, I've been thoroughly researching this for a long time and can vouch that it is a very reliable plan. And we did test it once just now, didn't we? Guess we've got no choice but to try at this point. We have so many other choices. Can't even imagine how many different choices we have. Didn't want to do that necessarily. Like how I can just stick everything to everything. Did it like that? I don't think it liked that. What's going on now? Kubaki feels even more unstable than before. Is this all part of the plan? So much for that intricate plan of yours. Well, at least we are immune to lightning. No need to panic. This is just a minor technical issue, nothing to worry about. We've successfully adjusted the Kuvaki from a chaotic state to a reversed chaotic state. Now we just need to nudge it back to normal. Think about it this way. If things have already gone from bad to incomprehensible, there's no room left for it to get any worse, right? Your explanation is what's incomprehensible. How can you stay so calm when everything's falling apart? Because panicking won't help. Staying calm lets us think clearly and find a way out of this mess. I'm sorry, I lied. I'm totally freaked out. I'm just trying to look like I'm not Li Huan. Paimon, what in the moon's name are we supposed to do? So you're just going to dump the problem on us now. Hey, you're really a priestess of the Frost Moon Silence. Don't you have some kind of prayer or spell that can stop the storm? You say it like such things exist. That's why we place our trust in science. Yes, we've still got science, don't we? Now let me check. Aha! Just as I suspected, Cracker Freeze reading suggests a source of faint Kuvaki traces nearby, almost identical to that of the other fragments. Throw more at it! If the first two fragments tipped the Kuvaki into a reversed chaotic state, then the third one should be able to bring it to a state of minimized turbulence. Yep, that has to be it. So it was just a miscalculation after all. I knew the plan itself was absolutely foolproof. Li Huan, Paimon, this way. Looks like we don't have any other leads. Might as well follow Werner. Come on, Li Huan. Is that oculi up here? Perhaps, maybe. Yes.
Running late again.
Oh, you're giving me big jump. Don't need to use Razor. Yeah, but that one's the one in the lake, right? Yeah. Eureka! See, I told you to trust in the power of science. You arrive at last, hero of Elysium. Look who's back. Whoa, there's someone else here too. Hold on, this one seems familiar. If Pamon's memory serves, she gave us directions last time when we ran into that giant crab. But now she's shown up again. Hey, who are you really? Well, we did have a mention of a first Frost Moon Science lady. I am the dawn's first breath upon the world's very brow, the final draught of nectar drawn from a bitter well. I am mother to all and daughter to all. Is that a prayer? Seems like this place is turning into a gathering spot for priestesses. That does sound like part of a rite, but it's a verse only a moon chanter is allowed to recite. Hey, you're rhyming too. A true priestess would never get the sequence of their prayers wrong. Another fraud in a borrowed robe. I've seen plenty of your kind. Last time it was a woman called Hidimbi. She too dressed the part, played the role, and fooled quite a few. Tough luck for you, imposter. You've got a real priestess right here, and I can see through your disguise. Do the mask's carvings determine the actor's worth? What matters is that she sits in that seat, and thus she plays the role. In this sublunary sphere, are we not all masked? It is merely that some veils can be seen and others not. Well, that sounds profound. If nothing else, she sounds more priestess-y than you, Werner. Hey, what's that supposed to mean? It's okay, Werner. Even if you are an imposter. Excuse you, I'm not the imposter, she is. Ah, you outsiders are so easily tricked. Ignore the sweet words and look past the surface for once, why don't you? Ah, never mind. According to my calculations, you were the one who hid the fragment we came to find, isn't that right? That's no trinket for common hands. Hand it over, or I'll use the moon goddess's favor to give your head a very enthusiastic blessing. That's my kind of priestess. Are you a priestess or a fug, Werner? What? You want me to bow, kiss the forehead of the scammer and sing her a dainty hymn while we're at it? Now's not the time for etiquette. Your desires unfurl before me like threads, and I have traced their destined weave. But this is no place for us to speak. Walk with me, and I shall lay bare the tapestry. Sure like hanging out in mirrors. Not sure if up, but I'm assuming up. Was I supposed to be using that? Probably. We'll be investigating mirrors right away. We meet again, hero of Elysium. Get it right. It's heroes, plural. Now hand over the fragment, imposter. Pretty please. Is what you seek not right before your eyes? Aha! I knew you wouldn't give up without a fight. Guess I'll just have to give you that blessing to the head. Wait, what did you say? You're just giving it to us? Then why have us come all this way in the first place? Because this is where it must happen. Fate demands it. I have waited too long, endured too much. All for this moment, all for the birth of a god. But it matters not. Soon it will end, and the newborn god will drape the world in true joy. What are you even talking about? Vaya, I have glimpsed it in the mirror of stars. There is no place for her in a world where the god has now been born. First off, it's Werner, not Vaya. Don't you know it's rude to... Wait, you weren't talking about me, were you? Indeed. So then, do what must be done. The ending you seek awaits. Wait. We're not here to hurt you or anything. You're just so vague and cryptic all the time. It's getting on Paimon's nerves. And what's with the Kuvaki turbulence around here? Why is that fragment in your hands? This ending we seek would sure be nice with an explanation of, well, anything. Patience. Once all comes to an end, we will meet again. Eh? You seek answers, do you not? When the moment comes, the path ahead will open. Well then, I shall await you at the court of the first edict. Huh? But isn't the court of the first edict already? Hey, stop right there. Whoa, Li-Huan, watch out. Looks like something's woken up. Something big. Frost Knight What?
On my mark!
A bitter pill to swallow, taking a turn for the better.
You ought to stand down! It's justice o'clock! Hero incoming! Headbutt! Charge!
Oh, Frost Knight, sire, not Frost Moon, sire.
Wrath from the sky!
Ah, this is unbelievable. Who does this fraud think she is? The nerve of her, taking control of a sacred Frost Knight scion and turning it against us. Is she really taking control of it? I wonder. I like how these choices are side with this fraud or side with the other fraud. Yeah, Pion thinks there's a good chance that it was the lightning strikes from earlier that woke that Frost Knight scion up. Well, then that too must have been her doing. If she can wield Kuvaki and knows our prayers inside out, pulling off something like that would be a piece of cake. Anyway, first things first. Let's gather the remaining Kuhenki on the island, extract the last fragments from the moon mirror, and stabilize the disturbance once and for all.
Something to add to my collection.
Seeing so many oculi again. Guess I'll beat up another big thing. Cause it exists.
Burn it down!
Let's move! Quick as a flip!
Mind the side effect.
Yeah! Look out below! Hero incoming! Yeah!
Pyroclastic surge!
Oh, this one had a seal. That one was important. Wait. Don't think I didn't see you. I know you want me to use a Sealy to get over there.
Time to roll.
Like so. I was kind of hoping that mirror would show something truthful about her.
Here I go.
Guess I'm beating up another big thing.
Remember, health comes first.
Rise with the sun.
Start the clock. Control breathing. Huh. By my spark, the night burns. Charge. Oof. Huh. Charge. Yeah. Did that grow out of the ground?
So the camera is real zoomed out because it wants me to go up there. Clearly I'm missing something.
Hurry up, Grassa.
So let's get the next one first. And beat up another big thing.
Burn it down! Wrath from the sky!
On my mark! Faster! Strong! Charge! Yeah! Headbutt! Yeah! Charge! Are these edible?
Hey, that didn't help in any way.
Running late again.
But that helped build another mirror. Now what am I supposed to do up there?
Light up the blazing sun! There are... Try and stop me!
Oh, lightning. I don't think lightning was here earlier. And then I fell. Hey, where did our friend go? We moved the stones. Oh, okay. Where do we need to move it? Over there. I see.
Don't forget to wash your hands. Goodness knows where these things have been.
Surely this will work. Hey, it worked. See, all according to plan. The Kuvaki turbulence has been neutralized. That was nothing like your original plan. With all the accidents along the way, Paimon can't tell if you're optimistic or just shameless. I'll take that as a compliment. After all, being pessimistic and risk-averse won't get us through situations like this. Okay, fair enough. But Paimon can't help but wonder, why are you out here all on your own? Shouldn't the other Scions be helping out in some way? Well, since you've helped me get this far, I suppose I should come clean. This island is, in a way, considered a forbidden place to us Frost Moon Scions, and I may have committed an even greater sin. Forbidden? But we were able to just walk in. So you finally dropped the act. Since I've been found out, there's no point keeping up the act any longer. Oh, wait, I'm just kidding. Don't draw your weapon. Ahem. Seriously though, I want to try solving the problem using robots. You probably know this already, but most of us Frost Moon Scions aren't exactly big fans of tech. I thought if my plan went well this time, maybe I could finally convince those blockheaded, well, I mean, those very steady, if rather conservative higher-ups to reconsider their stance. Hold on, I can't say that, can't I? Technically, the robots were part of our operation, and since we succeeded, they clearly played their part in our success, right? Even though the part they played wasn't constructive? Maybe I'll gloss over that part when I explain it later. Still, that probably wouldn't work, would it? But hey, if not this time, then there's always next time. I'll keep pushing forward, and one day these little fellas will make a difference. I believe they will. Okay, but before we talk about the future, those two big rocks, they flew off in that direction, right? They did, and, if we go that way, we'll end up at the Court of the First Edict. Court of the First Edict. Wait, isn't that where that strange lady, you know, the one who seemed even more priestessy than you, Werner, said she was headed? You're breaking my heart, Paimon. Even now you still think that suspicious lady's priestess act is more convincing than I am. Ahem. Anyway, I'm sure she was just bluffing. Because, well, the Court of the First Edict was sealed off 500 years ago. That place used to be one of our sacred sites. 500 years ago, Lady Isla, the moon chanter who witnessed the birth of the Moon Maiden, personally sealed it shut. And I am sure our nameless, eyeless, emotionless priestessy lady is Lady Isla. Forget some outsider con artist, even after generations of moonchanters, no one has ever broken the seal Lady Isla placed. It's not for a lack of trying, just that no one's ever succeeded. But that leaves us with no clues at all. How are we supposed to track her down now? Don't worry, I've already come up with another brilliant plan. Although, it might need just a tiny bit of prep. Just a little. Probably. Okay, I'll go clean up the robots first. Thanks for all the help, Li Huan and Paimon. O fair frost moon, weave for me a gentle hymn, and bless the nightingale-hearted wayfarers, for ye have stolen the fell curse of the north wind, and the silver spire that sought to pierce the firmament shall no longer. Well, I never did memorize Lady Isla's prayers properly. Anyway, thank you, and may we meet again. And that's for a green island. Now I can finally grab this stuff.
Don't forget to wash your hands. Goodness knows where these things have been.
I guess we can move on to the next quest. After I beat up these hilly trolls, because they are in the way.
Running late again.
Our next quest in this line is the one that says available and has been standing out from all the other quests from the beginning. Found a Kasha. Doesn't seem to be this one either. Oh, hello there, big sis. I don't think I've seen you before. Or the white fey lady next to you. Welcome to the Frost Moon Enclave. Is there anything I can help you with? Nope, we just got curious. Seeing you out here all alone like this? By the way, Paimon's Paimon, and this is Li Huan. So it's Miss Li Huan and Miss Paimon. You know, you two don't look like you're from Nasha Town. Actually, I'm the real mastermind behind the scenes in Nasha Town. Wow, seriously? That sounds so cool. I'll be your follower then, Li Huan. You know, like in one of those epic stories. Hey, quit messing around. We're just regular adventurers passing through, okay? No way we are secretly pulling all the strings in Nasha Town or anything. At least, not that Paimon knows of. Must be nice though, traveling around with your best friend, seeing the world together. It really is. We've been to so many places already. What about you? What were you doing out here just now? I was looking for pretty stones. Oh, Paimon gets it. You collect them, right? You're not the only one. Some grown-ups are super into that too. Nope. I'm gonna use the pretty stones to bribe Mai into kidnapping me. Say that again. Okay, what? Seems normal enough for Nod-Krai. No, this is not normal, even here. You've never heard the story of the legendary thief Reed Miller and the Fey Princess? But Mai told me it's super famous outside. Come, lady with moonlit eyes, let me steal your heart with this jewel that matches your gaze and whisk you away from this gilded cage. I'm not really sure what it means, but if you give someone something they like, that means you can go on an adventure with them, right? That's not what it means at all. Yeah, it actually means... anyway, it's not exactly a story for kids. By the way, who is this Mai you are talking about? Telling kids strange stories like that. That sounds kinda questionable. She's not a bad person, and she's about the same age as me. She's an adventurer too, just like you two. I caught her sneaking around near camp once, so I made her tell me a story. We just do that around here. For some reason, she seemed to think we were some scary cult of weirdos who sacrifice kidnapped kids to the moon goddess. She tried to act all calm while begging me not to kill her. What kind of weird misunderstanding is that? Right? I have no idea why she even heard something like that. It's so strange, but since it sounded kinda funny, I didn't bother correcting her. That's exactly why you should have corrected her. Anyway, in exchange she promised to be my best friend and told me lots and lots of stories about the outside world. Mom and Dad never let me read stories from the outside world, saying only non-believers would like such worthless things, but my stories were really interesting. Like the fisherman who fell in love with a fae, the thief who died 3 times but escaped from the lady of the underworld thrice, and the changeling who longed to become human. There were kind people, not so kind people, and really, really bad people. Rich or poor, good or evil, in the end, everyone dies in misery. Okay, yeah, your parents have a point. Those are pretty messed up. Yep, definitely not the kind of stories you tell kids. But I'm not a kid anymore. Mai also said that the outside world's way too dangerous for someone like me. Which is kinda rich from her. She can't even use the blessings of the moon goddess. And she's about the same age as me. Still, it's fine. I'm super smart anyway. Before I caught her, she kept muttering about some stone. That means she must be looking for pretty stones, right? She might be looking for a bigger stone. If I find some pretty stones, I bet I can bribe her with ease. Just like how Reed Miller lured the Fae lady away. She'll take me away from here, right? Can you not say bribe like that? You're just giving your friend a nice gift. That's totally normal. No need to make it sound weird. Well, we'll be looking around this area anyway, so if you find any pretty pieces, we'll bring them back to you. Wow, really? Thank you so much. Find pretty stones nearby. Find pretty stones in your area. You mean these? You don't mean these. Okay. Do you have a pretty stone? You do? Let's throw it at her. We're back. Kasha, would you consider this a pretty stone? Wow, that was fast. You really are professional adventurers. You're amazing. Most stuff's easy peasy for us, short of exploring some crazy deep underground labyrinth or taking photos at spots thousands of miles apart. Maybe. What's wrong? It's a beautiful stone, sure, but I feel like it seems to be attracted to this big stone. Oh! See, if you didn't point it out, I wouldn't have noticed that there is a big stone here. Because it's so big, it looks like a mountain. Really? Paimon doesn't feel anything at all. I'm not really sure either. It's just a vague hunch, I guess. It's like how Mai mentioned that Reed Miller encountered the Fae Princess through the guidance of the Moon Goddess. I guess this premonition of mine must be something similar. Wow, Is this what they call foresight? But wait, I was pretty sure the moon goddess wouldn't bother with something like that. She's probably way too busy for that kind of thing. So what does your premonition tell you to do? For example, we should put this stone back there. I know I'm not a kid anymore, but I still need to grow a bit to reach that high. Could you give me a hand, Li Huan? Sure, I can throw you. Place it back. Did it just need one? Considering this is the big exclamation mark on the map that you see right when walking into town, this might be the first one you're supposed to encounter. Kind of the tutorial.
Did that grow out of the ground?
Wow, I was right. As soon as we put the two stones together, something really awesome happened. We kind of left destruction in the wake of the village. Now the stone we just found is gone. Oh, it's okay. I was only trying to find fragments like that so I could bribe Mai in the first place. Now that we've got this whole new story about a flying stone, the stone itself doesn't really matter anymore. Since Mai loves telling stories, I'm sure she'll be way more excited about this tale than just some old rocks. Thank you so much, Li Huan and Paimon. Things didn't go exactly as I imagined, but I'm really happy with how it all turned out. Oh, and here's a pretty stone I found earlier. I think it's really beautiful, so I want you to have it as a thank you gift. Okay. Echoes of an unfinished past. Just opened. You run into Venaraska, the self-proclaimed priestess, again on Hisi Island. This time she's trying to get into a sanctum. So we're going back to where this all started, is what you're saying. We don't count the place where we started with a crab. No, it's you, not the one back there. Oh, it's Li Huan and Paimon. Nice to see you again. I guess we are seeing each other again. Miss Priestess, have we met somewhere before? You don't seem that familiar to Paimon. Hey, it's me. Seriously, we met not long ago. Can't you recognize me by my voice? No, you don't have a voice actor. That's the problem here. Oh yeah, it's you. You're the one from back when, wait, who are you exactly? This is starting to sound like some kind of weird scam. My adorable little Paimon didn't even recognize me. That really stings, but I let it slide. After all, you did call me Miss Priestess. I guess it's fair, since I never took off my helmet back at Thunderclap. Oh, it's you! Wait, hang on. Don't tell Paimon. You're Werner. You're really actually a priestess from the Frost Moon Scions. Excuse you? That's a weird way to say hello. Seriously, you won't find a priestess more reliable than me anywhere else. There was never any reason to doubt me in the first place. I doubt. Ahem. Anyway, this must be the Moon Maiden's guidance at work. How else could I be so fortunate as to run into you both at a time like this? Well, we were just passing through. I have a bad feeling about this. Now, bad feelings have no place in the Moon Goddess's guidance. Since we're all here, this must truly be a good omen. No, a great omen. Anyway, let's forget about all that. Li Huan, Paimon, you remember what that imposter said before, right? You mean that priestess-looking lady who seemed more legit than you? She said she was waiting at the court of the first edict, or something like that. Ahem, that's more legit than you bit. Was totally uncalled for, but since you've got such a good memory, Paimon, and since you're both going to help me out later, I'll let it slide. Deer is passing through. I think Deer just walked into a wall. Hey, Paimon hasn't agreed to help you out yet. Why is it that every time we talk to you, we end up second-guessing reality? Don't sweat the details. More importantly, I've already come up with a flawless, super, ultra reliable plan. Think about it. Yeah, text is going by itself. Letting her sneak in and snatch whatever treasures inside. Oh, now you don't auto-progress anymore. She wants us to get curious and break the seal. More importantly, I've already come up with a flawless, super ultra reliable plan. We'll catch that imposter in no time. Think about it. She said she'd be waiting in the sealed off sanctum no one can even get into, right? So obviously, she wants us to get curious and break the seal. And my super foolproof plan is to turn the tables on her. Once we open the gates of the sanctum, she'll definitely show up. And that's when we'll catch her. Pretty solid plan, right? I'd say it would hold up just fine against those top-notch detectives from Papa Wrench's books. Seriously? That sounds even crazier than the plan you had at Thunderclap Reef. You just told us no one's been able to unseal the court of the first edict for centuries. Only because they didn't have me, along with the super reliable tag team combination that is you. After we parted ways, I've been thinking. Since the court of the first edict was sealed by Kuvaki, maybe we can disrupt it the same way we did at Thunderclap Reef. And so, ta-da, see, I had my little crackers look for more of those special fragments, and I pieced them all together. So we are throwing this at the big pillar and breaking it again. At the moment I managed to distract Evelina, bam, you two showed up. Tell me we are not fated to reunite. Fated? More like fatal. Are you sure this won't mess up the weather on Hisi Island like it did back at Thunderclap Reef? No worries, this time I'll be in full control of the Kuvaki. And besides, everything turned out just fine back at the reef, didn't it? Now then, Li Huan, Paimon, prepare to witness the miracle of science. Wait, if someone's gonna throw it, let us do it. If we leave it to you, this already sketchy plan's bound to get even sketchier. Throw fragments to open the sealed sanctum. So many oculi again. Barely got that one. Also, I didn't bring the rock along. So this was not how this was supposed to go. Not sure if I can make that.
Phew.
That sounds unlikely. Maybe I can make it there and then... try again from there. Oh boy. I don't like this. What do I not do for an Oculus?
Phew.
This should work out.
Hip.
Looking forward to there having been an easy way, like going up on this side where there is just no cliff at all. So, let me try it again. Maybe with actual throwing involved. Oh wait, you want me to throw it at... What, you wanted me to throw it at the pillar, not against the rock just beside me. That makes things a lot easier. It was still missing a piece. Who'd have thought? Is that good? People are confused. Come on, I told you there's nothing to worry about. See, this is the power of science. Hooray! The power of science. Hey, wait a second. You almost had Paimon fooled. That has nothing to do with science. It was just Li Huan tossing the fragments up there. Well, since the super reliable Li Huan is also someone who believes in science, I guess that explanation works too. Alright. Since the Moon Maiden has spun a silver path for us, what awaits beyond the threshold must be... wait. How did the rest of it go again? Anyway, since the moon lane has appeared, it means our plan is working fine. All we need to do is follow it. This is the guidance of the moon goddess. Yep. If that path leads exactly up to that oculus, I'm gonna be so mad. Are you sure? Paimon thinks there's a good chance this path doesn't lead to our destination, but rather somewhere higher up. Come on, Paimon, come on! You've got a super reliable priestess and a super reliable adventurer on your side. What's there to worry about? We'd better get moving before the other priestesses show up. While the moon goddess is still showing us the way. Onward and upward. No, it's not leading exactly up there. There's a big hole. Don't we love our big holes? We're not going down the big hole. Berna? Where are we? This doesn't really look like a sanctum. Yeah, it really doesn't. That's not important. Don't worry. This place has things that resemble moon lanes, so that means the Moon Maiden is still guiding us. Probably. Let us follow the path illuminated by the moonlight, and leave the rest to the will of the moon. That actually sounded pretty priesty coming from you. Berna. Wait, no. Isn't that just a fancy way of saying I don't know what to do, just leave it to fate? Hey, what do you mean, pretty priestessy? Have you ever met a priestess who's anything less than super priestessy? You've got to have as much faith in the Moon Maiden's guidance as you do in the power of science. Besides, it's not like we've found any other way down. Burner. Engraving, waking up, identity. Identity check starting. Okay. Unknown life signs detected. Calibrating fuzzy predictive control unit. No shadow corruption detected. Match with known Dragon Lord. And we're just gonna take all of this down. Maximum likelihood estimation. Conclusion, auto-verification granted. Defense system deactivated. Primary energy source not connected. Cannot change the camera angle. So, what am I waiting for? Okay, we just made a loop, I guess. Seal lifted. Welcome, Master of Flame and Wisdom. Is that thing important? Because I feel like we are breaking it. Just after repairing it. Just like I predicted. See, as long as we follow the guidance of the Moon Goddess, everything will fall right into place. Things are definitely falling. Well, if you say so, but are we really sure it's a good idea to open up a place that's been sealed for centuries? Oh, it will be totally fine. You've got the most trustworthy priestess of the Frost Moon Scions right here. There's absolutely nothing to worry about. Frodo, did you see where those suspicious intruders were headed? They took off toward the court of the First Edict. Not many places to hide around here, after all. You two check on the seal. I'll inform the Lady Moonchanter. Let's see them try getting away. I feel like we didn't do a good thing. Causing trouble in the sacred lands of the Frost Moon. They've got a death wish. The only way they are getting out of this in one piece is if they are somehow the Lady Kuta herself. Werner, still want to tell us there's absolutely nothing to worry about? Yep, that's right. There's absolutely nothing to worry about. Now that the seal's been opened, all we have to do is set a trap and wait for that imposter to walk right into our hands. I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. There's absolutely everything to worry about. I should never have messed with the seal. What do we do now? Help me, Li Huan, please. Yelling for help like a crybaby doesn't mean someone's magically going to save your butt. No turning back now. Let's see what's inside. Well, since the seal's already broken, we might as well head in and take a look. But Werner, you better make sure to say sorry to everyone you dragged into this. Especially us. But hey, we got some treasure for it. So it can't have been that bad.
Are these edible?
I wouldn't try. Something about this place feels off compared to what Paimon imagined the sanctum would be. It doesn't feel all that sacred. It smells kind of funny instead. Well, it has been sealed for 500 years, you know. Scientifically speaking, rusted metal giving off a blood-like smell isn't too surprising. By the way, the hymns say that before Lady Isla sealed it, this was where all the Frost Moon followers held their ceremonies. So it's super sacred, really. Calling it super sacred just makes it sound less sacred by the minute. Oh, come on, don't get hung up on the wording. Look over there. That's the verdant crest, legend says, it's the sacred tree that witnessed the birth of the Moon Maiden. Antlers. An oculus. That pool over there, if I'm guessing right, that should be the ever-flowing white spring, Velamore, blessed by Lady Isla herself. Do you really have to guess? Also, are you sure you didn't just make those names up? Hey, I might be a fairly reliable priestess, but even I've never seen the sacred relics from 500 years ago with my own eyes. Nor did I ever think I'd get to see something this historically significant. I'm so lucky. All thanks to you, Li Huan and Paimon. Let's stay here for a bit. Just remember to apologize to everyone after we get out. Yes, no problem. I'll do whatever you say, Li Huan. Just standing in place does feel like a waste though. Since we're here, why not take a quick walk around, climb up every surface? Desecrate this place. Yes, just like that. Lies of the faithless. Why? Why do I feel someone's lying to me? Couldn't be. Would never happen. I stepped in it. There's something in the reflection that's not in the not reflection. There's something beneath the water. Is that a sword? Huh. Why would there be a sword here? Wait, hold on. Could this be the ritual sword forged from Hyperborean moonlight that Lady Isla supposedly left behind? The blade was used to offer up the very first drop of blood under the new moon. Whoa! It's a Kohenki. Does it want us to follow it? That brings me up to that oculus. I will gladly follow. Oh, there's possibly more than one in here. No, it's just that one. The camera angle just made it look like it was somewhere else earlier. Let's do it again! We found Isla. You're here. Wait. That will get the altar dirty. Eek! When the heck did you get in here? We were the ones who opened the seal first, right? Something's off. Good thing the treasure chests are still here. Yeah, you're right. Wait, now's not the time for that. So, just who are you, Miss Priestessy-looking priestess? If I may, I suspect she's more of a what than a who by now. Eek, don't say creepy stuff like that all of a sudden. Are you saying she's a... No, that's not what I meant. There's no such thing as ghosts, at least I think so. But she seems more like a lingering image left behind by the moon goddess's blessing. And it's been left inside the court of the first edict. Maybe this might be the first boon chanter herself, Lady Isla. Is that really possible? Doesn't sound very scientific. Scientifically speaking, it's impossible, but if this is truly Lady Isla, then it wouldn't be surprising for her power to be unscientifically potent. All my days, I can't believe I kept calling Lady Isla an imposter. Thank the moon goddess she can't hear me anymore. And that explains why her words were always so hard to understand. There, that should do it. This power. Is the Lady Isla before us really just a lingering image? What did you do, Miss Isla? Ah, where did that voice just come from? Maybe it got recorded along with the first Moon Chanter's image. I mean, even the Moon Goddess's blessing couldn't be precise enough to capture just one person's voice, right? There's no need to be so tense. That woman who shares my bloodline surely showed you a few of these low-brow tricks before, This is merely a blessing that records awareness, so that the brave warrior over there can hear our words. But Paimon's not dreaming, is she? Paimon swears she just looked right at us. Come on, Paimon. You are most definitely dreaming. What we are seeing now was recorded 500 years ago. There's no way she could actually see us. Over there? But I don't see anyone. Never mind. I probably wouldn't understand even if you explained it to me. And whatever tangled past lies between you and her, I'm in no position to judge. Regardless, thank you for your help, Miss Isla. Lovia should have known better. The wounds left in the wake of the atrocities that old witch inflicted upon you both ran deep. Of course, the scars fester with resentment. What surprises me is that she trusted you so deeply. Vanna? Who's this Lovia they mentioned? Paimon feels like she's heard that name before. She was the leader of the Frost Moon Scions 500 years ago. She was stricken from memory for the sin of blasphemy. Normally, only senior and super reliable priestesses like me would even know about her. If even someone like you knows about her, then it can't be that much of a secret, can it? Hey, rude! What do you mean, someone like me? But seriously, her identity should be top secret. Ordinary followers and folks from the outside aren't supposed to have even heard that name. Resentment? For what? Everything you and I went through was always meant to be. There is no past or future, because the past is the future. Your gaze is upon me now, but all you can see is this one fleeting moment. Thanks to Lovia's blessing, the blessing of our ancestors, I can see every moment. Your arrival, Lovia's end, all threads of our tapestry too vast for me to tell, and yet, how it thrills me. She trusted me because I heeded every word, and when the lady of the underworld, Tuoneta, guided my hand to sever her thread, even then she should have rejoiced. As for you, you'll be leaving this place soon, won't you, Mr. Solovey? My role here is finished. The believers outside already hail you as their new prophet, and at last you no longer need to endure the suffering imposed on you. I still have things I must do. I need to uncover that mad monk's true intentions. For my fallen friend and the people of this land, he must pay for what he has done. With Lovia's years of secret correspondence with him as evidence, tracing his steps should be much easier. Once again, thank you for your help, Miss Isla. You still don't know a thing. But that's alright. You will see soon enough. I'll take that as an encouragement. To me, it's already happened. Twice shall that serpent fall, first strangled by the flesh of the faithless, then striking away before the light you and I ignite together. But you shan't be the one to cut off its thread, because that fate does not belong to you. I don't believe in fate. I'll just do what I can. Then do what you can. Before the lanterns are lit, I will be here waiting, for you are the hero meant to protect Elysium. And you, forgive me for drawing you here this way, your threat simply would not catch in the loom of this sublunary sphere, so I had to guide you with those stones. Fitting, for they are just as out of place in this world as you are. Huh? Werner, what's going on? Are you still sure she isn't talking to us? Well, not anymore. Those stones we saw earlier only fell recently. How could Lady Isla have known about them 500 years ago? By way of apology, I left the last sword forged by the Apostle of the Golden City using moonlight in the ever-flowing white spring. After centuries, any bloodstains on its blade should have been washed away. Please accept this humble gift. Though your fate remains unclear to me, I choose to believe you are the hero of this sublunary sphere, the one destined to fell the undying serpent on our behalf. This will probably be the last time we meet. If you follow the light and find those who share my bloodline, then you will come to understand my words. Are you talking to someone? It's nothing. Now please don't let me keep you any longer, Mr. Solovey. I must begin sealing this place at once. I hold no resentment toward Lovia, but our children must not be stained by her sins. That's why the evil and corruption she wrought must be buried. I will seal them all here. This, too, is part of our preparation for the birth of a god. We are all tainted by sin. How could we ever hope to behold the moonlight in its purest form? She vanished. So, just like back at Thunderclap Reef, it was Lady Isla who guided us to break the Sanctum's seal. Also you could retrieve the sword she left behind, Li Huan. But Paimon still doesn't get it. Why would Isla give us her sword? And what's this undying serpent stuff all about? We're not gonna have to fight some giant snake next, are we? Anyway, Li Huan, let's retrieve that sword first. Right. If someone as reliable as Lady Isla said it, there must be a reason. Maybe it will all start to click once we get that sword. There's not just sword, there's also other shiny stuff, like music. And text, that I clicked on instead. Ancient volume. According to the teachings left behind by the Apostle of the Golden City, all matters must be governed by reason alone, untainted by sentiment. For mortal tongues cannot articulate the sacred mysteries, and frail emotion will only profane the words of the ancestors. In service of a pure and exalted ideal for the future of the scions of the far north, these actions are as justified as they are necessary. This decree has been approved by Lovia, humble handmaiden of the Frost Moon and the something archpriestess since the fall of Hyperborea. Decree a lot. Alternative plan for the sacred heir selection. All of the content that follows has been erased and cannot be read. C is 100, I think. Boy, I don't know. In accordance with the teachings of the Apostle of the Golden City, all matters concerning craftsmanship and sacred rites must be recorded without taint of personal sentiment, for mortal tongues cannot articulate sacred mysteries, and frail emotion would only profane the words of our ancestors. Do not seek to understand what lies beyond the mortal intellect. Simply recite the ancient prayers with a sincere heart so that the purity of the blessings may endure. This decree was issued by Sarene, humble handmaiden of the Frost Moon and the 13th archpriestess since the fall of Hyperborea. It is not to be defied. In the name of the mistress of the Frost Moon, the ancient laws, once obscure and difficult to understand, are now set forth in clear and concise terms, lest the faithful falter or be led astray. Decree 3. Elysium and the prophecy of the sacred heir. Let the children of Hyperborea guard their sacred bloodline from defilement. For the heir of Elysium is destined to one day arrive. It is hereby forbidden to marry one's closest kin. That is to say, no union shall be permitted between blood relatives. It is forbidden to enter into marriage with someone from a clan that has committed blasphemy. It is forbidden to enter into marriage with someone from a clan that has taken the life of an innocent. It is forbidden to enter into marriage with someone from a clan that has broken its oath. It is forbidden to enter into marriage with someone from a clan that does not bear an antlered crown. It is forbidden to enter into marriage with someone from a clan that has committed parricide. It is forbidden to enter into marriage with a person disturbed of mind. It is forbidden to enter into marriage with the descendants of the Fae. lots of ideas about marriage. You have, it is forbidden to enter into marriage with a person not of the faith. It is forbidden to enter into marriage with an outlander. Marriage is the most sacred act of virtue and must be kept pure. Therefore, let no unclean act stain our bloodline. Let no action be taken to incur the displeasure of the mistress of the firstborn, and let no one betray their oaths. Whosoever enters into marriage must first obtain the permission and blessing of the archpriestess, lest the curse befall their bloodline. Said curse shall plague their bloodline for 7 generations, and then for 7 more. Whosoever breaks their oath shall have their horns severed with a silver blade. They who have been marked thus shall be cast into the long lightless night. Hey, we saw that. Hear now the ancient prophecy. In the fullness of time, Elysium shall come, and with it the sovereign ordained to rule over it shall also appear. The false sevenfold radiance of the high heavens shall fall at her feet, and the bones of the earth shall rise to follow her. For from her shall spring union with the world, and from her shall the first great cause be rebuilt. Let these words of wisdom find root in your heart, and neglect not the sanctity of your blessed bloodline. Decree 6. Offerings to the Sampo mill. We love Sampo around here, he works the mill. Children of Hyperborea, shall guard the sacred treasure forged by the apostle of the golden city at all cost. Let it be known that the relic that is the Sampo mill is a sacred work, for its blessing yields unending gold, grain, and salt. Only the prophesied sacred heir shall have the power to rouse the mill, and thus bring forth an Elysium of eternal abundance for us all. According to the revelation of our ancestors, the mill shall be sealed within a holy sanctum to preserve it from taint and desecration until the appointed time, when the sacred heir is born at last. All followers below the rank of priestess shall not enter the holy sanctuary wherein the mill is sealed. Those who violate this precept shall have a curse befall their bloodline. Said curse shall plague their bloodline for 7 generations, and then for 7 more. Before sowing in spring, an offering of wheat, goat milk, and salt must be made unto the Sampo mill, lest famine befall you. At least one priestess shall be designated to chant prayers to the mill day and night, to ensure a bountiful harvest and enduring prosperity. And maybe they are a cult. Decree 10, offering to the arrow of Terpsichoronus. The children of Hyperborea shall revere the arrow of Terpsichoronus without fail. Let it be known that this relic, forged of pure light, is a bow and arrow that can pierce the manifold darkness of the frozen night. You shall mix the sacred oils in the following manner prescribed by the rites of the ancestors. Take up a clean silver vessel free from all dust and water, for defilement is the root of all corruption. Take the fat of a lamb, clear and pure, and warm it over a gentle fire. It must not be too hot or too cool. Do not bring it to a boil. Add sulfur, salt, sawdust, and wax in their proper order while stirring with great care. Stir until the substance inside the vessel are of one uniform color. The number for your counting shall be 7 hours. 6 you shall not count, neither count you 8, excepting that you should count to 7. 5 and 9 are right out. Are you sure? How about 4? Then anoint your bow and arrow with the holy oil, and your arrow shall snuff out the pitch-black foe, shattering them like plates of silver. 7 is very important, and then 7 more. So much text. That's why I'm not reading the books in this game. A fixed stack of papers, hidden by an unknown someone in a secret compartment inside the back cover. In accordance with the statutes laid down by someone, all matters concerning mechanikos and technikos shall be recorded objectively, concisely, and untainted by personal sentiment. Thus shall we guard against the distortion of the truth via subjectivity, that the knowledge we possess may be transmitted with clarity to future generations, and serve the welfare of our people to the fullest possible extent. The contents of the documents have been approved by Spargapirius of Haxanthrosa. All members of the order, begin with the executive priests, shall commit its contents to memory and observe the prescribed procedures with deviation, until the reconstruction of civilization has reached 5/7 completion. For further details, consult Technikos Manual I-330. If these words have reached your eyes, let it be known that you have completed the foundational the disciplines of Mechanicus or Technicus, and are hereby elevated to the rank of executive priestnikers. Congratulations, I ordernicus. Regrettably, your newly acquired title is not a privilege, but a burden of duty, hardship, and silent suffering. Born for this realm and the countless lives she shelters, you are destined to offer all of your youth and your life to preserve the last embers of civilization. Yet even with your final breath, you may never behold the frost moon's radiant light, nor see the dawn break once more upon our beautiful homeland. For the lights of the far north have been extinguished, and countless generations are condemned to cower in darkest night. No miracle has ever graced this tainted sublunary sphere, and tears have never delivered our kin from sorrow. And what purpose of any lies in all that you shall do from this moment hence? I suppose then it is for an ethereal dream, a dream of countless tomorrows, for an infinity of futures yet unborn. Only through our blood, our tears, and our toil shall our children be granted the chance to behold the glorious era and the lost Elysium we once knew. And that they none shall weep for suffering, nor fear hunger or cold. All beings shall love one another as brothers and sisters, and all shall dwell in joy and peace. This shall be our final and greatest dream. Our kin shall no longer be mired in superstition and barbarism. But I hope, once envisioned by gods and mortals alike, we must push forward. There is no path but through. See these words into your mind before you proceed to read the assessment records and operation procedures. Hold fast to our dream of tomorrow, and let not its light be dimmed by the dust of neglect. Spargapirius of Hexamphoros, acting archpriestess of Hyperborea. Protocol 3. Final evaluation of bloodline selection and purification. Upon evaluation and confirmation by the acting archpriestess and the senior executive Technikos priestess, the seed of life project from the Hyperborea era, henceforth referred to as the Sacred Air Project, has been deemed to no longer be viable within the bounds of its original planned parameters. The priest who led the project, Vinda of Htamtoros, has passed beyond, and the essential Technikos process and Mechanicus apparatuses required for its continuation were lost in the fall of Hyperborea. These include, but are not limited to, the process of something, cutting and modification, the process of something, creation and reconstruction, the something and something processes which were of the Fae, the adaptive editing process. The aforementioned Technikos processes are at present irreproducible. After due deliberation, the following alternative protocol has been deemed acceptable. Purification of existing something is to be performed through controlled artificial selection, using methods primitive and inefficient. The phenotypic stability of each generation shall be recorded. Then from this data the most suitable pairs for union shall be identified. Non-coercive means employed to persuade the parties to join in union. Should persuasion fail to meet the criteria detailed in Technikos Manual 090, promptly proceed to the next priority match and continue in like fashion. To minimize risk of disease, the bloodline proximity index of all breeding pairs shall not exceed something. Accordingly, no individual shall be joined in union if they share common ancestry in 5 generations. This course of action is expected to yield outcomes approaching the original objectives after something successive generations of refinement and selection. At such time, the one prophesied, the newborn sacred heir shall arise without the need for ritual implements, nor the forfeiture of their soul. This heir shall command the pure, unaltered elemental forces at will, and shall at last attain fusion with the world. Note, in light of projected population growth and the limit of environmental carrying capacity, it is anticipated that the practice of widespread artificial breeding may terminate after 7 generations. Thereafter, limited intermarriage with select outlanders may then be sanctioned. Details in Technikos Manual I-1012. Furthermore, it is hereby affirmed that once the continuation of civilization has been assured, the descendant of the far north shall be granted the sovereign right to determine their own destinies. Protocol 6. The subatomic assembling mass energy patterning orb. Sealed. We went from religion to something worse, I feel. The project of constructing this supremely advanced Mechanicus construct was personally overseen by someone and is not fully understood at this time. It was designed to construct matter at the subatomic scale or to transmit matter directly into stable energy, which would then be released in the form of something.
All the known higher-tier mechanicals constructs dating to the time of Hyperborea, only the subatomic assembling mass energy patterning orb, hereafter referred to as the SAMPO, has endured to the present age. Its structure remains largely intact, granting it immense symbolic significance. However, a formal evaluation by the acting archpriestess and the senior executive mechanicals priestess have determined that the device in its current state is no longer functional. The collaborative control module connected to the device was lost during the fall of Hyperborea and cannot be replicated with existing technologies. In the absence of this module, proper activation of the SAMPO is impossible. It is presumed that even a forced restart would fail to correctly reconfigure said device. Refer to appendix for more details. After due deliberation, it is resolved that the device shall be sealed indefinitely with no re-evaluation of its activation viable for a period of generations. One person without explicit authorization from the archpriestess may not breach the seal. This will prevent unnecessary accidental damage to the device. Note: the senior executive mechanicals priestess, Alia Parfea of Mazajai, has proposed a theoretical viable bypass protocol, namely the controlled input of some realm energy or some realm energy. Refer to Mechanicals Manual D503 for the possibility of the latter at a specific carrier frequency, which may circumvent collaborative control module and possibly initiate the SAMPO. Upon formal evaluation, however, the proposed method was determined to pose unacceptable safety risks, with the probability of system destabilization ensuing exceeding. In light of these findings, the original decision shall stand. What am I reading? Protocol X. Well, we're learning that the mill is not a mill, and probably this arrow thing and bow thing is not an arrow and bow. The arrow of Terry-Picaranus. The subject of the project is a low-tier mechanicals device of Hyperborea area designed to solidify realm energy into a semi-crystalline polymetric form, meric form. Once stabilized, the material is subject to a high-frequency something spiral acceleration and subsequently launched, thereby purging a designated area of something realm energy contamination. The acting priestess, archpriestess, and the senior executive mechanicals priestess have jointly affirmed that the device's remanufacture is viable. This work shall proceed under the oversight of senior executive mechanicals priestess Alia Parfea of Mazajai, with the prototype device projected for completion within something standard quarters. Upon completion, the prototype apparatus shall be subject to regular lubrication with ointments to prevent avoidable safety incidents. Refer to Mechanicals Manual D306 for more details.
So yeah. In the past, some things have been designed for mechanical purposes, but their real meaning has been lost in due time, and now they are just religious things. Boy, I would like to have Paimon comment on this. Here's a letter. Here's some notes. Here's a letter.
More text. To the most holy and venerable Lady Lovia, I penned this letter to account for a tragic event transpired earlier. You asked that I send people to welcome the Holy Lady, and I did exactly as you instructed. But that poor girl, alas for her great beauty, failed to grasp the kindness behind your gesture, and seized by some terrible impulse, she took her own life on the spot. For this terrible, irreparable loss, I can offer only my prayers. I pray that you, compassionate goddess, may ease your sorrow and keep your noble heart from breaking, despite the weight of this grief. Regarding the sample mill mentioned in your last letter, I am truly grateful for your openness and trust. Like you, I remain uninitiated in the true workings of this sacred relic. Yet on this matter, we are of one mind. We must find another way to rouse this ancient relic and forge a paradise, an Elysium of enduring prosperity for the people of Nod-Krai, especially your noble kin. From this moment on, I shall dedicate myself wholly to uncovering the secrets that lie within the relic. As for the remaining matters, both more trivial and complex, I hope to discuss them at greater length with you soon. Until then, I ask that you accept these modest gifts as a small token of my regard and gesture of sympathy for the loss that has touched your household. Please note that I hold your noble character in the highest esteem, even at the court of His Majesty of Beltitsa. It is rare to encounter a lady of such uncommon foresight and deep devotion to the greater good as yourself, not to mention one who so willingly places the well-being of the nation and her people above personal sentiment. Our positions, interests, and aspirations are most closely aligned. As such, I greatly look forward to our future joint endeavors. Your ever steadfast friend and ally, Rotwang.
Considering Lovia is blasphemous, I'm not so sure if I trust Rotwang, who trusts in her. Wait, I had two things here. This appears to be just an ordinary fairy tale in which a kind-hearted girl makes friends with a white pigeon, after which they travel the world together. Some of the pages have been torn out for reasons unknown, and the ink has been almost completely faded. The cover has beautiful golden words inscribed on it. Kitzegrad Publishing House. Which I'm assuming is in Snezhnaya, and so we'll have a follow-up on that much later.
Dear Miss Isla, who's writing this one? I am truly sorry that I was unable to stop Miss Isla. Oh, there's Isla and there's Alia. Do not confuse them. I was unable to stop Miss Alia in that moment, yet it was through her noble sacrifice that we ultimately thwarted Rotwang and prevented the loss of countless lives. I think Rotwang might have been evil. Now I finally understand why she pretended to be my close companion. I hope to speak with you about this in greater detail when the next we meet, but perhaps by then you will already know more about all this than I. I guess who wrote this. I shall not presume to judge, nor shall I attempt to alter your opinion of her, but I ask nothing else that you allow me to honor Miss Alia's final wishes by sharing her words with you. He asked that I render all possible support to you, which I surely will. You are my benefactor after all, and that I relay this only as she spoke it. She hoped that you would go on to live a life of happiness and freedom. As for the arrow of Terry-Picaranus you mentioned in your last letter, if it truly holds the power to dispel the pitch black calamity, and if you are willing to share it with such selflessness, then on behalf of the people of Nod-Krai, please accept my deepest gratitude. Should, as you foresee, Rotwang indeed rise again from the pitch black filth, then our successors, in order I am considered naming the Lightkeepers, in honor of the flame you have kindled, will stand ready to vanquish the threat once more, armed with the technology you have so generously gifted us. We can speak of the details in person whenever you are free. I understand all too well that after Lovia's passing, the Frost Moon Signs have been left with countless matters demanding your attention. Yours sincerely, Mr. Solovey. told a lie. Just like Lovia did, and just like my sister did. I said no when Mr. Soloway asked me if I felt any hate. But how can I put the hatred in my heart into words? How would someone as kind and sincere as he is ever understand such horrifying malice? No, I cannot think this way, and no one needs to know. Mr. Soloway does not need to be troubled with such trivial things. No one is obliged to bear the weight of another's suffering, which they have not experienced. And even if he truly were willing to listen, and even if his kindness were to move him to tears, what would it change? I would only end up bringing needless pain to another tender heart. In the past, the present, and the future, across the countless threads of fate that Lovia once let me glimpse by mistake, the only ones who shed tears of the misfortunes of others are kind souls who ought to be smiling instead. And since the sublunary sphere has always been one where good is repaid with cruelty, the least I could do is spare him a sorrow that does him no good. Once upon a time, I despised lies, yet now I find myself speaking them with keen intent. Maybe the something of the past dozen years or so has been punishment for this very moment, but this does not matter anymore. From the noble lady of Salt to the scions of Gurabad's genie, there have been plenty of instances where the innocent have suffered the gravest of punishments, let alone a sinner as steeped in as I am. If the silvery white thread has already found its way around my neck, I may as well bear the weight of still more unforgivable sins by myself so that the children who remain untainted may be spared. What was born of the frost moon must return to it. All the walls, towers, forests, fortresses, and temples must be torn down, save for the great pillar raised pier by the Dragonborn that is the sacred sanctuary where our ancestors found refuge. Or refuge. Prolonged isolation and seclusion serves only to nourish fleeting ambition and hollow delusions. Let it be referenced for nature, kindness towards outlanders, and those virtues in which none believe, and not the pride of the dead, which sets our threats apart from theirs. Only then will there never again be another Lovia, or another me. Decades from now, a new moon goddess will be born. Oh, the irony of it. Lovia's long and departed quest was, in the end, for nothing, even if something had borne the sacred heir as foretold, and not the man who abducted my sister, the one who should have been our sovereign, would only have created even greater chaos in Shnesnaya. The birth of the new moon had nothing to do with anything she did. She could not even foresee the coming of that maiden, and nor did she know that the holy throne had never truly been broken. I do not know if I will live to see that moment, for my own threat is hidden from my sight, but I pray that I will not. Those tainted by sin do not deserve to witness the moon's pure light. In any case, people must come to believe that the new moon takes delight only in kindness, friendship, and mutual aid, that no other prayer or sacrifice will ever please our goddess. This is what they must believe, because if they do not, then no matter how noble the ideal, it will only wither and fade into the filth that lies beneath the moon. The threads of the gods are too bright for me to follow, and I cannot see where she is headed, but at the very least, the Frost Moon Scions, who have been redeemed in her name, must ensure that the power of choice remains hers alone. No one should ever seek repayment or reward from her, and she must never be molded into the perfect deity others wish her to become. Daughter of the Frost Moon, maiden of the new moon, may she one day behold the dream of true happiness, and may the Frost Moon never forgive my sins, for I have cursed her name more times than I can count.
Can I have sword as a reward for all the word I just spoke? This must be the sword that Isla was talking about, right? How about it, Li Huan? Did you figure anything out? Paimon, quick, run! The power in the sword, it's overflowing. Eek! Li Huan, what's happening? Hang on. Your acting is terrible. You can't start laughing halfway through your own prank. And quit scaring Paimon at a time like this. Looks like we really will have to investigate this whole place, huh? But if we hang around too long, Aaron Roof, Uncle Crodo, and the others might find the entrance too. Actually, with all the noise we made just now, there's probably no one on this whole island who hasn't been drawn this way. Fine, guess we've got no choice. We've got the sword now, and Lady Isla didn't exactly tell us what to do next. Let's get out of here first and figure out the rest later. Moonweaver's Dawn. Secret Silver Testament increases elemental burst damage by 20% when the equipping character's energy capacity does not exceed 60 or 40. The elemental burst damage is increased by an additional 16. An immaculate sharp silver sword that can slice through armor like moonlight flowing through the empty night. According to legend, it is a divine blade, blessed by the first moon chanter herself. It's a pretty sword. I have to look up if it's good for anybody.
Grow out of the ground?
I mean, the game is describing it in a way why I should give it to my traveler. But that has never meant it should actually be good for her. It's awfully quiet. Ernoof and Uncle Crodo aren't here either. Weren't they hot on our trail? Maybe all the noise we made earlier got their attention and they ran off to check somewhere else. Maybe they fell down that hole. Ha! I get it now. This must be Lady Isla's divine guidance. Even my luck's looking up now that I'm with someone as reliable as you, Li Huan. Okay, save the celebration for later. You do remember you still owe everybody else an apology for the trouble you caused, right? Apology? Right. Yes, of course I do. I'm not the type to get so caught up in reading Lady Isla's records that I forget everything else. I swear by my mortal name in this sublunary sphere, I'll give everybody a proper and heartfelt apology. It's just, I'll need to think carefully about how to phrase it first. Oh, and while we're at work earlier, I came up with a super scientific plan. Since I have to apologize anyway, why don't we first finish checking out the sanctum before looking for Lady Lauma? That way we can save time and make my eventual apology more efficient. Think it's too late, Werner? A sound plan, I should say. See, the power of science is— Wait, huh? Und Raheta, when did you get here? Well, you scared us. We didn't mean to sneak into the court of the first edict. It's just, Werner said. No need to explain. This place may be sealed, but it is not forbidden territory. If outsiders like you were able to enter, then perhaps it was the will of the moonlight. Exactly. This is all part of the Moon Maiden's sacred guidance, just like the poems say. As for you, Wenatska, you are coming with me. The Lady Moonchanter wants to see you. In person. Huh? Wait, no. Aunt Raheta, didn't you just say— As a priestess, you acted without permission, broke the rules, and tampered with taboos. Aside from outright murder, you flouted every major law we have. You even married an outsider. Now come. Or would you rather the Lady Moonchanter come fetch you herself? Li Huan, Paimon, I'll explain everything later, I swear, but first I'll need— Before Werner can finish her sentence, Raheta drags her off. Well said, Paimon. Well, she sure dug that grave nice and deep for herself, didn't she? Still, we've got no idea what this Lady Isla wanted us to do. The sword she left behind. If it was meant for us, we might as well hang on to it for now. Looks like a real Frost Moon relic anyway. Polkka completed. The Weaver in the Ossuary. Fell down the hole. The hole has treasure.
Are these edible?
Don't know. You would eat anything. The hole goes more whole. Why am I doing this?
A bitter pill to swallow, taking a turn for the better.
Pyroclastic surge!
Quick as a flash. Let's boost. Charge. Yeah, yeah. Hero incoming. Did that grow out of the ground?
Is this the exit, or is it going even further? No, this is the exit. Okay. Do I have a key? That would be very convenient. Isn't this supposed to give me magnetic power? No, you guys do that. Okay. I'm sorry for what I did. I did have a key.
Are these edible?
Time to roll.
Grab thing from crab. Throw thing at wall. And get treasure in
Are
return.
these edible?
Okay. Boy, do I love my puzzles.
Did that grow out of the ground?
I mean, in a way it did. Have I told you before that in this game, in this continent, oculi just keep popping up all over. Wow. Also, this looks like the ominous corner. Too ominous for me. We're done with quests for today. After all that reading, I'm out of voice. But it doesn't mean we are done. I did get not music. I did get, where are those? Are they in here? Oh yeah, they aren't here. From one of the areas, I got all the Evermoon seals, and it's Hisi Island. Let's open it up. Can also check in with the statue up here if we did all the quests around here. Give me all your stuff, Hisi Island. Like in Netland, these treasure troves are full of artifacts. Think I got them all? Sure looks like it. Yep, did all the quests on Hisi Island. 83% exploration progress. Pretty good. Get another key for the one I just lost. Or used. Just one step remains. Good, good, good. Hey, a book I'll never read. Hey, a book I'll never read. Where's part 1? Is there another shiny around? I'd imagine it would be here. Might be downstairs.
Hey, Wilma! We're here to visit.
Whoa, what happened here? This is a lot of stuff.
Yeah, boxes piled up everywhere. Some of them opened up. Loose items strewn all over the floor. Huh. Isn't this supposed to be a library?
I took 2 of the 3 books that are here. At least I'm guessing that's how many there. Seems more like a storeroom at this point.
Look! Llama's over there talking to a weasel thief. What are they plotting this time? Let's go see.
Be that as it may, we don't have any urgent excavation work for you at the moment, so please, stop digging holes all over the place, all right?
But that's all he does.
That's a good child. Here, this Mora is for you.
That's the weasel thief from last time, right? What was Llama saying? Have they found another relic?
Hello there, traveler, Paimon. Welcome to the library. Is there anything I can help you with?
I saw you talking to the weasel thief. You found some more buried relics.
No. I was just giving the little one a bit of a stern warning. It's been getting a little overexcited lately, and it's starting to bother the community. Its passion for treasure hunting has only grown since we retrieved the lunar semblance. It comes to me all the time, asking when the next treasure hunt will be. I keep repeating that we now have more than enough documents and relics in our library to occupy our research. But alas...
I took them all. It can't change its nature.
Yes, but it doesn't quite understand what constitutes a relic. So it simply digs up anything that seems valuable and drops it off here.
Oh good. Free gifts.
It has at least promised me that it won't go digging around again. But there's already a big backlog of items from previous digs. There's no way around it. I'll just have to go through and sort them, one by one. Sorry, you two. I'm afraid I won't be able to accompany you on your sightseeing today.
Oh, we've done enough sightseeing for a day. Don't worry.
Now then, what's in this box again?
Okay, this isn't even an anecdote or anything. This is just Llama being busy. Well, let her be busy. And we will busy ourselves with our own things. Until next time, for more Genshin Impact. See you then.
What are you looking at?
See you now, actually. Is that a chick badger?
Huh? What's he doing here all alone? Is he looking for the damselette?
As are we.
Kinda seems like something scared him. Come on, let's bring him inside with us.
Never know what to expect down here. Oh no, she EP. Can't bother her now.
Palomina!
Guess the badger will have to wait until next week.
Oh, looks like she's taking an afternoon nap. Let's come back later then.
Oh, now.
No, wait! Don't go over there! Ouch.
Did it bite her in the leg?
You slipped? Don't worry, I'm not hurt. Oh, you two are here as well. Oh, guess a moon goddess isn't immune to a few bumps and bruises. I don't mind little critters bumping into me, so long as the kuvaki emanating from them reflects no ill intent. Did something happen? Why are you so afraid, little one?
I can't dig through this stone. It bothers me.
I see. Oh, so you can understand these animals too? The moon shines high over Nod-Krai. All animals that grow beneath the light of Kuvaki can be considered familiars of the moon goddess.
So, will you also have Lauma's ability to talk to all the animals here?
So, what did this little guy say? That monsters have appeared where he lives. He was looking for Lauma, but the monsters chased him to this area. Oh, no wonder he's so scared.
Where should we take him?
Back to Lauma, I think. She will know how to handle this.
I know how to handle the monsters.
Alright, looks like it's another trip out for us. Oh, since we're heading to the Frostmoon Scions, make sure you hide extra good this time.
Or you know, don't come along. Hey, we just were here. Surely she isn't busy anymore.
Running late again.
Good idea. I'll ask Kunigunda to bring more fruit over later. She will need rest over the next 2 days.
We are hiding.
Huh. Looks like Lauma's busy right now. Let's give her a moment. I realized many years ago that the Moon Chanter is a figure of great importance to the Frost Moon Scions. Sometimes, I think their task is even harder than that of a god. Finally! She's got some free time. Let's...
My lady, some of the defensive structures over here require your attention.
Of course. I'll see to that right away.
Oh, and off she goes again. She never gets a moment's rest, does she?
Did not see that mechanism before.
Come on, let's follow them. But keep it quiet.
Always like when camera angles just show me things I haven't noticed. Yeah, it's just up there. Orbs? Moonlit particles, but oh. I wanted to say I can't see a single one of them.
Heads up!
Oh. And an oculi. Don't mind if I do.
Hurry up, Brassa! Headbutt!
This will do. Thank you. Come night or day, may the moonlight connect us.
That saying has changed from when I last heard it. Hey, that person left.
llama.
We'll never get our chance.
Oh, seriously?
Can't our badger just badge into her?
Thank you for your hard work. Excuse me for a moment. I will be back shortly. There is no one around. You can come out now.
Wait, you knew we were here?
We aren't very good at hiding, you know?
How could I possibly miss the Kutar and her Kuvaki? Although I'm not quite sure why you're following me. It's quite unnerving, being observed at work like this.
Oh, sorry about that. We wanted to ask you about something, but the time was never right. Hopefully we didn't stress you out too much.
This is a work inspection. You haven't passed yet.
Ah, I see. Understood. I'll handle it.
To be honest, after seeing how busy you are, Paimon kind of feels bad asking you to do more work.
Oh, it's nothing. Such is the duty of the Moon Chanter. Now that you have seen all this, Kutar, what do you think of the Frost Moon Scions today?
They seem very busy.
The atmosphere is much changed from how it was several centuries ago. It's a good kind of change.
I'm glad to hear it, and I thank you for your kind words.
Give me your hand. You too, traveler.
All the hand holding.
Oh, why?
I like the current prayer you use around here. Come night or day, may the moonlight connect us.
We have been embraced once more. And we got stuff for doing so. Like it up there, do you? Was what we got the rewards for this? Yes, because we finished part 1. Come night or day, may the moonlight connect us. We got From Here I Gaze, a vine-wrapped resting seat in the style of Silver Moon Hall. When night deepens, the sleepless find respite here. They need only look up to gaze at the eternal full moon in the sky. How big is this, I wonder? Cloud-wrapped moon. A detailed step-by-step blueprint for making a cloud-wrapped moon. Okay. And some floor. For the next one, we get Moonlight, a name card. Can I even climb in here? Not even sure. Yes. You thought you could escape me, but I always find a way.
You seem tired. Is this place too high up?
It took some stamina.
Maybe installing a ladder would help.
I'm not sure if that fits the aesthetic. Maybe behind it. But also climbing a ladder or climbing a wall doesn't really change anything in this game.
You seem tired.
Well, let's ruminate on that thought. Until next time on Genshin Impact. See you again.